if you're a Quinshon Judkins owner, we might have a legit bona fide feature back on our hands. We had a weird lead up to the game. Essentially, the day before, it was like, all right, he's going to play. He's clear to play. He's going to be in the lineup. And then, like the night before, we had a report that said he's going to get maybe backup snaps. He's not really going to play too much. That turned out to be correct. But about 20 minutes before the game, I was streaming live. I was talking to the boys, to the Discord community. We saw that he was going to be starting. So I panicked. I put him in my lineup just to see what happens. And he turned out to be, as the report said, yes, a backup running back, or he was playing kind of backup snaps, backup type of workload. So let's figure out what happened with Quinshon Judkins in this game, man. So he ends up playing 19 snaps, but he runs 8 routes. He gets 3 targets and 10 carries. So he gets essentially 13 opportunities out of 19 snaps played. So on 19 snaps, we're probably expecting somebody to not do too much. I mean, this man's playing like Marvin Mims type workload, but when he was out there, they were feeding him the ball, man. And that is something that we like to see. We do see that Jerome Ford plays most of the snaps, 24 routes run, 6 targets. He gets 6 carries. So Jerome Ford actually gets more opportunities. He's out there much more. They did say that they want to see Quinshon Judkins. They want to monitor his snaps. They want to, see what they can do with him. He was declared the starter. And then we do get a touchdown from Dylan Sampson as well. But Sampson actually plays less snaps than Quinshon, who wasn't in training camp. So a very interesting development, very interesting workload. Let's look at this game log real quick. It was just a brutal game script from the beginning. I think if you're a Browns fan, maybe you agree with me, but they were kind of hanging around in this game. Through 3 quarters, the score was like 10-20, right? So it was 3-0 after 1. It was 10-3 after 2. So they were hanging around, dude. The Baltimore Ravens really kind of piled it on to them in the fourth quarter. They scored 21 points in the fourth quarter, bust the game wide open. Joe Flacco just wasn't really looking very good. He wasn't looking very sharp or mobile. He was missing out on a lot. Now, dude, we need to be a little bit fair. This is the Ravens we're talking about. This is potentially the best team in the NFL. The most all-around team. I mean, maybe the Bills are the best. Maybe you could say the Packers, but it's a top 4, right? So Quinshon Judkins doesn't play a lot of snaps, goes 10 for 61, man. I want to read you guys a couple stats. He leads the entire Browns backfield with 50% carry share, totaling 6.1 yards per carry. All 3 of his targets came on early downs. So he was not getting a lot of third down work. That's probably going to be Sampson as things kind of develop. Now, I want to show you guys one highlight because for the most part, it was kind of underwhelming. The Ravens defense was absolutely swarming, but Quinshon Judkins busts off a run that gives us a little bit of a glimpse into what is to come, man. So check this shit out. This was late in the game. He's still getting carries. He breaks 2 tackles, 3 tackles, bounces off 2 dudes, fucking carries a guy on his back for like 3 seconds, says, hold my dick. And then, dude, that's a 30-yard run. End of the game, kind of pads his stats a little bit. Before this run, he was, I believe, like 4 for 30 or something like that. So not a lot of carries, not a lot of opportunities, but he was looking decent, right? He was getting swarmed behind the line of scrimmage. The fact that they're not going to be winning too many games, they're going to be in negative game scripts, but if he's going to continue being involved, even in negative game scripts, we should be super excited, man. I think moving forward, now listen, man, I think we should have traded for him. I made a video 2 weeks ago before the season started. I said, go out and grab Quinshon Judkins. Go trade for him now. I also said to go out and grab Roma Dunza. You can go check the video out. It's literally the pre-week 1 trade video. That's beside the point. At this point, I truly believe with his talent, he's going to potentially be like a top 15, maybe even a top 12 running back, just off of volume. And this is a team that's not as bad as they seem, dude. I mean, they hung in there with the Bengals. They hung in there with the Ravens, at least for a big majority of that game. Go out and get him if you can, man. I'm super excited for him. If you had him and you stashed him, you drafted him late. I drafted him in like the 9th or 10th round, one of my main leagues. And I am down horrendous at running back. I have Chuba Hubbard and literally no one else. This dude is basically my hero, dude. He's going to come save the day for me. He's going to be an every week starter for me moving forward. Even next week, I'm putting him in my lineup. I mean, I don't have any better choices. I have like Caleb Johnson, who's a fucking fart right now. I'm essentially going to drop him. So I'm going to be starting him. And I think within the next like 2-3 weeks, they have essentially like 3 matchups coming up where they're probably going to be like touchdown underdogs. So it might be brutal sledding for the next couple weeks, which is okay, right? They're going to get him up to speed. They're going to get him some good, valuable touches. He's not going to be out there so much. So that's going to minimize his chances of actually getting injured. He's going to be out there for like 20 snaps. It might be 25. It might be then 30. and that's fine, right? We're fine with the ramp up. They have some tough games coming up, so I'm totally okay with that. Don't put him in these situations where he can maybe get injured and he's just out there fucking running, not getting a lot of opportunities. So that's Quinshon Judkins, man. I hope you guys like this video, dude. I'm going to be doing a couple more of these videos throughout the week where I'm going to be looking at specific players, looking at the stats, looking at the data, and talking about what we should do with them, whether we should trade for them. But I wanted to make this video specifically because I did do a lot of research on him leading up to the game and after the game. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.